everyone. Welcome to the Cozy Convos. I am Alexis.
I'm Shaya.
No, I'm about to introduce you. Okay. This is our special guest, my best friend, owner of Healing Hands.
Yay!
Ariel. Do you want me to say her last name?
No.
Okay. This is Ariel. She is one of the loves of my life.
Oh my goodness.
We have been best friends since the 8th grade.
Oh.
Yes.
Tell them about yourself, Miss Killa. I call her Killa, by the way, because that was her rap name because she wanted to be a rapper.
I am a rapper. I'm just playing. I'm not a rapper. I am a poet. I have a book called Poetry Saved My Life Out.
Woo woo.
I work
get it
with
on Amazon.
children. I have a daycare, a small daycare, and I have a brand called Healing Hands. I went from making waist beads and yoni steams, all of that stuff, but I'm gonna change it to a full-blown brand.
Period.
Yes.
Over the next decade, I'm in my final chapter in my 20s. It's real personal this year, but yeah.
You're grown.
Right?
love it.
You're a
I
grown
cannot believe
woman.
I'm 29. I am 29.
We're not kids anymore.
Right? We were just 14 making pillows. Making pillows a home ec.
No, seriously.
Listening to our iPods.
Oh. Stop. What's that face for?
Because she gave me her iPod Nano. That was how we first met. So I made her pillow for her. She was like, "You want to be my best friend?" I'm like, "Fine."
That is not how it went. It did feel like that.
No, don't it feel like that's how it happened?
It
Because I don't
did kinda-
remember it being like
I
a
don't remember how we
conversation. It
became
just kind of
best friends.
happened.
We
But
just
in
became
my
best
head, to
friends.
make me feel better, that's what happened.
Okay.
And then she gave me And then she gave me her iPod Nano. Didn't tell me it was a virus on it.
I didn't know.
It would not play Tanisha Kelly, "I Wish You Loved Me" for the life of me. I was
I didn't even know iPods get viruses.
exactly. Nobody knew.
Right.
Exactly. It only happened to me. It's
Oh,
fine.
it's okay.
Yeah. Now both of my best friends are here, so literally my life is
She's
complete right now.
Complete.
But the only one that's missing is Janessa, because
I
Janessa is her
know.
best friend from childhood too. So
She's
we're gonna
coming
do
on an
with
episode,
that.
though. Yeah.
Exactly. It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Today's topic, ladies, is first heartbreak. Okay. All of us have that very first heartbreak that literally changed who we are as people.
Yeah. Killing part is when you brought up this topic, I was like, I mean, my first heartbreak is so insignificant. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, my first heartbreak is literally the reason why I'm the way I am today.
No,
That's
seriously.
usually how it goes.
Who wants to go first?
I'm a lover girl, so I had a lot of heartbreaks.
Me too.
But one thing about me is every time I have a heartbreak, I come back 10 times harder. My first heartbreak, I was in middle school, you know, the little middle school thing, whatever. He was a little rapper, wrote songs about me, all of this stuff. I went to Orangeville. He went to, I think he went to Hope Academy. He cheated on me.
Got some nerve.
I was so hurt. I was so distraught. I was distraught for years. But I played Get Back. He was supposed to take my virginity, and I didn't let him take my virginity. I let somebody else take my virginity, and I told him about it just to make him mad. That's what heartbreak will do to you. Stupid stuff.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah,
people hurt people.
exactly. Still to this day.
That was my first heartbreak, and that did change me. I wanted to hurt people how they hurted me. And so I had to heal, and I had to go on this like forgiveness journey. Now I'm the best. I'm the catch.
Yeah.
I tried to hurt him. And the next heartbreak, I tried to hurt him.
What's that one quote that we just saw? It was like, "Hard when all a child wants is love, all a teenager wants is revenge, and all your adult self wants is peace."
Yes,
I'm like, ugh.
it is deep. And then if you really think about heartbreak, you go back to the root, your childhood. And then
Like,
you
what
get,
even got you in that situation?
yeah,
in the
to
first
get
place,
in this
for real?
situation. And that's what heartbreak told me. Like, okay, these dudes out here in the streets was not the first person to break my heart. That rejection came from my home.
Yeah.
So once I learned the roots and how to love myself and really value myself, I mean, what anybody else does to me, it does not matter. That's between them and God now. So that's where I'm at on my journey.
Yay.
I don't seek revenge anymore, you guys.
That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. I love it.
All right, Miss Shaya.
All right, you guys. So I was dusty in middle school, so my first
Not Dusty.
I look like a boy, but
Not you look. I don't believe it.
yeah, no, I didn't start getting hit on until I got to high school. And I had the hugest crush on this guy. I used to be in love with nerds back in the day. Big glasses, braces, the whole nine. That was my jam. I thought we were a thing, and then one day, out of nowhere, he ghosted me. But I have too much pride, and I didn't end up double texting him. I didn't reach out again.
It's the Leo
Aren't you a
for me.
Leo?
I might say it's the Leo for me.
That makes sense.
Pride, man. I just knew. I was like, you know what it is? He's waiting to text me on my birthday. That's what he's doing. I don't know.
How we go from ghosting to he's about to text me.
Yeah, he's gonna text me.
He's going to text
He
me on
wants
my birthday.
to be so special that he ghosted me just to text me on my birthday. That made sense to me in my head. And my birthday came and he did not text me. And then we started the new school year and he popped out with a new girlfriend. That was my first heartbreak. But what I realized recently is that I am still I'm like him now. Like, I can't like man up and tell somebody how I feel about them, so I ghost them.
You need to work on that throat chakra and speak up.
That's deep.
You do. That's something I'm learning. Like, that's something I'm still working on to this day, is to like really speak up.
Yeah.
It'll set you free. The truth will set you free.
Yeah.
I feel like all of us have that in common, is we came from that like timid, like don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, like just tiptoeing around people's emotions or whatever.
Constantly.
Like, Alexis might be in your life to be that person. Like, girl, you need to speak up. Like, it's stuff like that. Everything really happens for a reason.
She do be bringing a lot to a perspective. Like, I be like putting just everybody else's feelings before mine. So she be like, girl, why are you doing that? What about you? So
Only because I see
Exactly.
myself, like, because when I tell you I did that so much and I was in the darkest place because of it, and it really does take a toll on you.
Yeah.
Like you literally are like, I'll be spiraling now, but like it's a soft spiral. But before, like we talking like suicide. Like it was really bad. It was bad because you don't know, you don't know anything about yourself because you're so used to making other people happy, and you just end up in this just ball of depression and you just hate life because you don't even know how to enjoy it.
Yeah, you can't pour from an empty cup.
no, that's so serious.
Oh, we say that.
I literally think
No,
we say
but,
that
like-
on the podcast.
No, but it is so true. Like, that quote is often said. But that's why, like, somebody just texted me the other day, like, I need a favor. I'm all out of favors. I'm sorry. Like, today is not the day.
Yeah, no.
Like, you really have to be that person sometimes.
Killing part is the job I chose. You're constantly putting other people before you. You're taking care of people. So when I leave work, I have nothing else to give.
I feel like any job working with people, like I work with children. Children is a lot. Like, I was just telling one of my friends, I don't have children, but I'm like, I wonder if you could get postpartum just by working.
Like,
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a lot.
Like, and all day, every day, like it could be exhausting.
having the energy to.
Yeah, so I get that part.
Their energy is on a different level.
You'll just be minding your business. Next thing you know, you get hit in the head with a toy. Okay.
Or a diaper come off.
Yep.
Ooh, babe, it's your turn. Then we can stop. Since yours is like your first heartbreak and biggest heartbreak, then we can go into biggest heartbreak.
Okay, cool. The topic is first heartbreak and the biggest heartbreak. They already said they first. Mine happens to be 2 and 1, unfortunately. I met someone when I was 13 in school, 8th grade. Got together. Was together on and off for...
Your whole life.
Don't do that. Ended up marrying the guy. Keep in mind, I was cheated on like a few times. My first heartbreak was the first time I got cheated on. I was in the 9th grade and I found out that he was cheating on me with a girl who looked just like me.
I remember that.
And it was so wild. So I found out on MySpace, right? And like I remember my heart fell in my stomach and then fell in my ass. Like it was crazy. It was my first one and it just kind of progressed.
Tell them how it progressed.
Yeah, keep it going, babe.
Okay. Wait, so the biggest or
No, tell them like the relationship. What happened after that, y'all?
which one?
Get to the nitty gritty.
The marriage?
Yeah, all of it.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
tell
so
them,
we got
y'all.
married in 2022. 2016. I just turned 21. A lot happened in between that time. Like, I had moved to California. Like,
we fell out.
We fell out. Like, it was a lot going on. And it wasn't even like a relationship for real. Especially when I look at it now.
You were like his caregiver.
And right before we got married, we went to his cousin's house. And he was cool. We was drinking. It was New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve, so everybody was drunk as a skunk. Everything was cool, and I remember we got home and something just switched. I don't even know how to explain it, but I just remember he did not go to sleep. Like, at all. He wouldn't sleep. He wouldn't he was just talking to himself.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, okay, maybe, I don't know. I'm drunk. I don't know. So I go to sleep and I wake up and he's still up in the same spot talking to himself. And I'm just like,
no.
Okay. So I've seen this before, but I don't want to like admit that it's that. My biological father is bipolar schizophrenic. So I know like what it looks like, but like I didn't want to believe that it was that.
You were in denial.
I couldn't. I could not take that right then and there. I was only 21. I wasn't even 21. I was 20 at the time.
Wow.
Took him to a therapist. They said that it was that. And then he didn't want to stay at the rehab. It wasn't a rehab. It was like a, what's that thing called? I can't think of it.
The psych ward?
Yes, the psych ward. He didn't want to stay. So the only way to get him to go is if I admitted him. So I had to admit him. And in order to do that, I had to take them to Ahuja to let them see what was going on because I couldn't just say it. Like, they had to see it. And
So, like, could you still talk to him and he would respond to you?
He was like a zombie.
It was bad.
It was like talking to a zombie.
It was you talking about like post meds. Like when it happened, like do you remember like you wasn't at the intervention because I think we felt like we wasn't talking at this time.
Yeah.
We had to give him an intervention. Like he wasn't here. Like you're talking to them, but they're not here. Like they're not listening. Like their focus is on something that happened that could have been like traumatic or whatever. Like they're not here. Like you're not talking to them anymore. They're gone. Yeah. So then he had to stay there for a few weeks, maybe like 2 weeks, I think. And then came back. They gave him like meds and stuff. And then the meds made it even worse. Then it was like talking to a zombie. Then he really wasn't here. He was like, I'm talking like you're talking to some like was just sitting there like low-key drooling, like out of it. My heart goes out to the people who take care of the people who are in those situations, because even though of course it sucks for the person in the situation, but nobody talks about the people who have to like take care of them and what it does to your mental and your like what it just does to you, because you basically just lost the person that you knew. They're not here anymore. They will never be the same. They would never be the person that you knew them to be. So, even though he wasn't that great to begin with. But, but it's still. That whole situation happened. And then, what do? I marry him. Because that makes everything better.
Before y'all got married.
Like 3 months before. I had to do a lot of soul searching with this. The situation that I grew up around kind of like made it seem like no matter what happens, you stay.
Okay. It's like a traditional marriage.
That's with our family. Like, that's back in the day.
Like, in my mind, this is what I saw. So it's like, yeah, he can cheat on you. Yeah, this can happen. That does not matter. You stay.
No.
That is what you do.
Well, they say you stay if they keep money in your pockets. Exactly. You stay if they got money. I'm just
money. No, seriously.
You stay if they got money.
Yeah, but that's basically.
But it's still stupid. It's still stupid.
Either way, it's dumb as shit.
It's dumb.
Yeah. I married him, and then what do you do to make it even better? You move out of state.
Oh my goodness! Away from everybody.
Yes.
Away from your support system.
We didn't know what the heck was going on. We knew stuff was happening, but we didn't know until we got to Florida and saw you how bad it was.
Aww.
That's how it was.
And it's so funny. Like it was so traumatic that I don't even realize now how traumatic it was because I blocked the whole thing out. Like she'll say something and I'll be like, oh fuck, that did happen, didn't it? Like it's
That's
literally
what trauma
like
does.
Yeah.
literally like a dream. Like
Wow.
that whole relationship is a blur.
Oh my god.
Like there will be things that happen that I'm like, how did I even do that? Like how was I even like
I be wanting to know too. I be like, how were you guys together for that long? Like I always ask you that. Like I be like,
It was bad.
how?
It was bad.
Too.
Yeah.
That's how I was. I'm like, he wasn't even that cute. I'm just,
It was bad.
Like I'm just
love
like,
is blind.
I was shocked.
Oh, God.
And it'll take over your mind.
Hey.
When we moved out of state, it got worse. For some reason, every New Year's was when like, cause sometimes he'll be cool, or at least my version of him being cool, where it's like he's not like out of it. So it's like, okay, he's getting a little bit better. You know, he's taking these meds. Like these meds seem to kind of work. You know, he kind of likes them. This and that. He's not working. Get there, I already have a job lined up. Literally start working like the day after I get there. Staying with like my godmother at the time. So everything's cool. He did end up getting a job. My godmother's husband helped him get a job. Probably lasted like less than a month. So then New Year's rolled around. For some reason, New Year's was a trigger. Something would happen. So every New Year's, I would have like the worst anxiety.
Stories. You had the craziest stories too.
Stories, anxiety. Like it was just like, oh God, New Year's is coming up. So New Year's gets here. We end up going to like my godmother's friend's house. They got moonshine. Like we get fucked up. Like when I tell you, I drove home not knowing how I drove home.
Oh.
So we get home and we're just like, I'm dead. Like I'm asleep. I wake up in the morning. He's gone. I'm like,
That was that? That's what he did?
I wake up in the morning and he's gone. We got home at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So we're exhausted, but he didn't sleep.
Right.
So he's gone. I'm like, where the fuck did he go? I'm calling him. I'm thinking he went to the store. I can't get in touch with him. Keep on, we're in Jacksonville, Florida. We just moved here less than a month ago. So it's only so many places you can go to. I'm calling. I think a day goes by because I could not get in touch with this man. At that time I had like Sprint and you could like track the other person that was on your plan.
Yeah.
I track him and he's in Garfield.
Oh, and
On
you're in
Turney.
Florida. And you're in Florida. Okay. All right.
How the fuck did you get there? And where's my car?
I remember seeing him on Snapchat. Like, how was he in
Bro,
Cleveland?
like, listen.
He was in Cleveland living his best life.
Living his best life.
I'm thinking,
My
I'm like,
car
where
is
Alexis
gone.
at?
The car that I'm paying for.
Wow.
My lease.
I cannot.
My lease.
I cannot. I won't.
I'm over my
You definitely are. You definitely are. If he's, yes, I'm sorry.
Where did
That's
you go?
18-hour drive.
Wow.
How long?
It's like 13-hour drive.
13 hours?
Nonstop.
Wow.
It's a
Wow.
13-hour drive.
He probably did that whole 13 hours nonstop.
Yes.
Is he like was with it enough to know to get gas?
He had no choice.
Yeah.
Where was he gonna go?
That is crazy.
And that's what
I never
he
told you
was
the story.
gone.
No, not in this much detail.
Oh.
Re-listening to this story is just like, what the fuck? And I mean, I was there around this stuff, but just listening to it again, because he
You
was
ain't
gone
heard it
for a
in
minute,
years. Yeah. So yeah, he's gone, right?
for months.
I finally get in touch with him. I'm cussing his ass out. Like it's so bad. Like I'm like, you took my car. Like I just got a job. Like
Yeah.
I
need that.
I go to work. And then on top of that, we were about to move. We were moving out. I was working at Bed Bath & Beyond, and then I like quit because I didn't like it. And then I literally found a job like 2 days later at a collection place. So I was getting paid like not great compared to like how times are now. But for there and for the time, I was getting paid pretty good. Like I was able to afford an apartment by myself if I really wanted to.
Right.
So, which is sad that I had to even do that. But yeah, like we were about to move into our apartment like the first week of January. So like I need this, like I need my car. I need money, like this, that, and the third. So he had a car there, right? But it was like a hoopty, like it was like a 2021 Spider Eclipse. It was a convertible, and it was like clearly super old and very beat up.
No, like a 1991.
Oh no, I said 2021.
Yeah.
My bad. I meant 2001.
Oh, 2001.
Yeah,
Okay.
So it was my bad.
It's okay.
No, 20 years.
My bad. It was
I was like, this car sounds brand new.
No, it was a 2001 Spider Eclipse.
Okay.
So I had to find a way to the airport. Legion had cheap ass flights. I'm talking
I
like,
remember you flew
yes,
here.
$80 for a round trip here back. I'm like, get it. But I have to drive to Orlando. Orlando is like a 2-hour drive. Girl, I drive to Orlando in that car.
Oh my god.
And it's raining, and there's no tires on this bitch, like terrible ass tires. I about to miss my exit. A car like sped in front of me, and I drive into a ditch. The car almost flipped over, and praise the Lord that it flipped back down.
No.
And I just remember screaming and crying, and I'm like, why is this happening? And it was Friday the 13th. I will never forget that.
Guess who played Jason?
I call my godmother Tink. I call my mom. I'm like, the car just is in the ditch. It's not like I'm crying my eyes on. It's like, okay, wait. It's okay. Tink found me an Uber. The Uber, his name was Jeremy. Shout out to Jeremy if you're watching this. I don't know where you are in life, but thank you, Jeremy.
Oh,
Thank you, Jeremy. from the ditch. And,
he got to the ditch too?
Huh?
He came to the ditch.
Yes, he came to the ditch, like right, because you know how it's like ditches next to like exits, because it's like so that's where I was. So he comes to get me. I make it to the airport. I go fly back to Ohio in psych ward.
Wow.
So yeah, I had to go there, get my keys, get my car.
And you drove back.
Who admitted him this time? Who admitted him this time?
The police.
The police?
Yeah, I forgot why. He's there for like 4 months. Like we talked, because I didn't see him till like April.
How did he get back to Florida?
Me.
You held him down. You held him down for real.
I wasn't healed yet, you guys. So yeah, it was bad. But yeah, so fast forward to March, they come down to see me.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I lost.
Alexis is already little.
Yeah.
Alexis was bone
Wow.
when we saw her.
Oh my god.
It was bad.
That's how we knew. That's when we knew. Like when we actually saw. You know, it's different. You talk on the phone, blah, blah, but when we saw her, it was like, what the hell been going on out here?
Wow.
It was beautiful out there.
Yeah, it was great. We all was there.
That is crazy.
Well, that was deep.
That was so deep. But how do you even?
But look at your life now.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I'm saying, like, my life is so like, even how I think is different. And it's like, it's sad because I'm at this point in my life where, like, I love my life, like, more than anything. But I also am kind of sad because, like, I see that a lot of people that were in my life that helped me with that situation, I'm like, see myself like growing away from, just because of like where I am. Like I just feel like I'm just not aligned with a lot of people anymore. Like, because I know where I was, and I don't want to go. I can't go back there, especially now with kids. Like I refuse to go back there.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the reason why you're not aligned with certain people. I just feel like as you grow, everybody's not supposed to go with you.
Right. It's the same thing.
You separate the people who's supposed to be in your life and the people.
Exactly.
Like, just going back, I was thinking about, like, when I stopped talking to all my old friends. Like, yes, they were there for me at some point in my life. We had a great bond. We had a great relationship. But as I tried to become a better person or becoming to the person I wanted to be, they, like you said, they didn't agree with the things that I was doing. Yeah. They looked at me like
she took it personal.
Yeah. Or
it
like,
has nothing to do
her
with
mind
you.
and this
like,
and that.
I can't be here no more.
And those people who be like, I was there at your lowest, those definitely the people you don't need.
No,
fuck them. You know how many people tell me they was here
like,
at my
don't
lowest?
be counting favors, bro. Like,
don't be there at my lowest and not be there when I'm high.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Don't forget to tune in next week for part 2. Bye.